Okay, welcome everyone to week 5 of our bootcamp. And today is about the management review and how you run a yearly cycle using the CyberJuice platform. So the yearly cycle is really to maintain and continuously improve your secure information security system. So we're going to talk about continuous improvement and your first management review meeting, which is really a milestone in this work, and then how to use the year wheel in CyberJuice platform to make it easier to remember and get stuff done, and also to be ready for an audit. So there's something called an internal audit. And what it really is to check what you say in your policies. Is that also what you do in reality? So what you do in an internal audit is you look at the policies and you take some notes on a few things you want to sample check. For example, if there's in the policy, it says we are doing a backup every month of some particular system, then you make a note and say, I want to check this. And then you have a little checklist and you go out and you actually look in those systems or ask the people who can show you, well, can you show me that we have a backup for the last 3 months, for example. So that's how you do a sample check to make a little control of what we say in our policies. Is that also what we're doing in reality? And then what sometimes, and so this is an internal audit. It means that it's something you do for yourself. An external audit is where someone from outside your organization, an auditor, a certification body come and check you like this. So this is like a test exam. You're like testing your own system. And when you do this, you may find that there are some non-conformatives. And what does that mean? It just means that, well, you said you were going to do this, but when you looked, you saw that you're not completely following this policy. So you're not conforming to your own policy. And whenever you find such a gap, you have to note it down and do a corrective action. So register what you found. Well, when you do the audit, you always register what you find. You register this was okay, or you register, oh, there's a gap, and then you have to do something about it. And it can be really simple. You don't have to create a new big system for this. If you already have a ticketing system, for example, that you use for the box or something else, you can just put it in there and say, oh, we found something. We want to fix it. We want to find the root cause, and we're going to do something about this. The main point is that you register this and you have a little process for how to close the gaps. And one thing to know about internal audit, one rule is that you cannot audit yourself. So let's say you are the IT manager and you're also doing the audit, and there's some things that you're responsible for. Maybe it's the backups. Then you need to have another colleague check you on those backups, because you cannot, checking yourself doesn't really work. This is a control mechanism. So then we register that we have done this, and that's one of the things that we do to continuously improve the ISMS, as it's called. And in the yearly management review, we're looking at how we're doing overall, so that we have the top management in the room and the people that can say yes to some budgets. And we look at more the strategic and the high level view of things, like how we're doing overall. Is there anything we need to invest in, improve, or change? And one little note, because now we're talking both about DSEAL and ISO 27001. And internal audit is a mandatory part of ISO 27001, but it's actually not part of the DSEAL. So here you don't have to do an internal audit, but it's good to understand the concept anyways, because you will get an external audit and they will actually do the same. They will look at your policies and then they will do sample checks and say, we want documentation for this and this and this, or share your screen, open this system, show me your backups, or show me your settings that you have MFA enabled, stuff like that. So that's actually how they do it.